Well, some positive signs in Maryland's coronavirus fight. Despite reaching 30,000 cases in our state, the key numbers, hospitalizations and ICU cases, remain stable. Those numbers will determine when things can reopen. Today, the Ocean City Beach and Boardwalk opens. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren with more on that decision.
Good morning from Ocean City. The beach, boardwalk, and inlet parking lot are now open, but hotels remain closed to everyone but essential workers. Many people were counting the minutes ahead of the reopening of Ocean City's famed beach and boardwalk. On Friday, several ignored the closed signs and enjoyed both anyway, and believe the mayor here made the right call to reopen early.
I think something has to give a little bit. And it has to start somewhere.
They should know by now to stay 6 feet apart, and I think it's a good idea.
But it won't help hard-hit small businesses.
I own several stores in different cities, and it's been devastating. But there's no business. We're down 80%.
Bruce Krasner, the owner of the T-shirt factory, a chain of stores, hopes he can survive.
I've been on this beach for 40 years. It would be a shame if I didn't survive this. I mean, it's it could go that way. It's very possible. Even if it's a good summer, it's still not going to make up for the 80% that we're down. In my wildest dreams, I could not have even imagined this having such a stronghold on business.
Signs are up warning people to social distance, and police are on patrol. The mayor told us he was too busy to talk, but said earlier this week he hopes people behave themselves.
We have to look to people to do the right thing. The governor's stay-at-home order, if you look at that, most people have complied.
If it's going to start to get out of hand, we may be right back where we were.
People are going to be excited, so they're not going to want to have it shut back down on them, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
And here is another look at the beach. To the north, the Delaware beaches remain closed, and there has been no date set for when they will be open again to the public. Reporting from Ocean City, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Well, Baltimore Mayor Jack Young announces the city is also lifting some restrictions today.
Also today, I'm announcing the phase 1 reopening of certain activities at Liberty, Loch Raven, and Pretty Boy reservoirs. As long as residents continue to practice social distancing, these activities will allow residents to get outside and get exercise. But we still need residents to remain mitigation practice while doing so.
Playgrounds and basketball courts will remain closed. If you do go out, you are reminded to wear a face covering. We've also learned City Hall was sanitized after the City Council came into contact with someone from another city agency showing COVID-19 symptoms. So far, no members of the City Council have tested positive for the virus. Meantime, water billing in Baltimore City is also resuming. The bills were delayed several weeks due to complications caused by coronavirus. The bill you'll be getting will include charges for part of March and all of April. The good news is there will be no late fees, and people who are out of work will get a 43% discount. To find out how to apply for that discount, head over to WJZ.com. Well, identifying the next COVID-19 outbreak might seem impossible, but doctors and engineers at Johns Hopkins University are developing an app which they hope will come close. Rachel Menitoff explains how it works.
A new COVID-19 tracker app aims to become an early warning system that predicts potential coronavirus hotspots before they get out of hand. COVID Control asks users to input their temperature and answer 4 questions associated with symptoms of the virus.
Not only could we build a dashboard and map the results that people are putting with their temperatures, but we can apply some analytics to go beyond the map. That whole idea about identifying these clusters or anomalous hotspots of high temperatures that would be hopefully a leading edge to emerging COVID cluster.
Researchers say with the information they get from users, they'll be able to predict areas which may be vulnerable to an outbreak. This can help determine where crucial resources go and allow for a more targeted approach to prevention efforts.
With that data, we can alert health authorities, government officials. Oh, it looks like in this county there's going to be there's a higher probability of an outbreak occurring, maybe with 1 or 2 weeks advance notice before the actual confirmed outbreak occurs.
The brains behind this operation, doctors Robert Stevens, Frank Corriero, and Ralph Etienne Cummings, together with their Johns Hopkins students. They say the only way for this app to work, though, is if people participate, whether you're sick or not.
Then they would make it part of their routine in the morning. When they wake up, while they're brushing their teeth, they measure their temperature and they put in their temperature in the system.
Professors say they're going to compare the data they collect from their app with confirmed COVID-19 cases to make sure everything accurately lines up. I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.
Well, this morning, fans are remembering Roy Horn from the legendary Las Vegas duo Siegfried and Roy. Horn died from coronavirus complications yesterday. He performed magic with Siegfried Fischbacher for more than 4 decades. Their Vegas show ended in 2003 when Horn was attacked by a white tiger on stage. Siegfried released a statement saying, in part, "Today the world has lost one of the greats of magic, but I have lost my best friend." Horn was 75 years old. Well, it doesn't get any more Baltimore than the annual Hun Fest, but this year's event is going virtual. The 2-day festival was planned for mid-June in Hamden. Baltimore's best Hun will not be named this year. Instead, organizers want to honor Huns from years past. And they're encouraging you to dress up and have fun that weekend by posting photos and videos on social media. And more changes. Miss Saigon at the Hippodrome is now canceled. The Broadway hit was supposed to be in town the first week of June. If you bought a ticket, you will be contacted. Other shows like Dear Evan Hansen have been postponed. Now, it's unclear when the Hippodrome will reopen, but they hope to be up and running again by November when Hairspray is set to come to town. WJZ has everything you need to know for these tough times. Go to WJZ.com and look under top stories for a list of resources. Plus, the most important links and numbers are under quick links.